Well, in the Green Ring Conspiracy, we were trying to explore a variety of different themes. I mean, the plot vehicle was around counterfeit money, and the theme of counterfeit is pervasive through all 12 episodes. We were exploring the idea that lies have to look as much like the truth as possible in order to be effective. And so throughout the series, there are actually people who we don't know whether we can trust them or not. We don't know which side they're actually on. And when Jason Whittaker shows up in the character that he's playing, at first we think he's a bad guy, and then we realize it's Jason, and then after we realize it's Jason, suddenly we're still not sure whose side he's on.
Huh. Well, that's disappointing. I worked hard to get my disguise right. How'd you know it was me?
You're my son. Though I never expected that the infamous stiletto was really Jason Whittaker.
Well, as we normally do, the 12 episodes that we recorded in this series were recorded in 2 chunks. The first 6 in the spring, second 6 in the fall. And of course the actors, after they recorded the first 6, didn't have any idea where the last 6 episodes were heading. In fact, Paul was still writing the last 6 episodes when we were working on the first 6. So there was a great deal of conjecture and some sort of teasing about who was going to be the good guy and who really was the bad guy.
I think the bad guy is the person with the long stringy hair.
Mr. Skint and Buck Oliver. Pretty suspicious.
I think that the ultimate big bad guy would probably be Mr. Skint.
Pennywise. She's awfully nice, but I don't know. She could be.
That was the first thing I thought when I read it was, oh, it's the professor.
I believe it's Skint. He's a shady character who has an accent.
Matthew, because he needs to be the bad guy.
They were trying to figure out who the bad guys were, obviously, but no one suspected that they might be the bad guy.
I'm definitely a good guy. I'm definitely a good guy.
I think Penny's a good guy.
If I were to say something like that, I think he would probably be a good guy.
There's going to be a switcheroo, and Jay will not be a bad guy.
I think I'm a good guy unless there's some sort of major twist coming that I don't see. Oh.
So perhaps one of the things we can take away from this is that, like it says in Proverbs, everyone is righteous in their own eyes.
Oh, I don't have parents. I have a guardian.
Buck was an interesting character in all of this because when Robbie first came in, Robbie, who played the character of Buck, he assumed that he was one of the good guys. And so he played the character with a lot of innocence and charm.
Hi, I'm Robbie Bruce, and I play the... I forgot the name of the character for a second there.
But then we came back to record the final shows, and he was in for a bit of a surprise.
We finally revealed who everybody is, who Mr. Skint is, who Buck Oliver is. Yeah. And I end up finding out that I'm a bad guy.
That's enough talk.
Oh, listen to me, Buck, please.
I'm sorry, Miss Katrina. See you later.
I started reading the last 6 episodes, and I'm like, holy cow, I'm bad. Why did I just do... No, whoa.
I think the actors wrestling with the issues of good versus evil, especially for their characters, brought a great level of emotion, especially to the last scene between Skint and Buck, where each one had to make a decision about their future and their relationship. And I think it was very difficult for the actors to reconcile themselves to the decisions that their characters were going to make.
Why'd you come back to the trailer, Mr. Skint?
A little insurance, boy.
What do you mean? Why don't we just leave like you said?
Oh, I don't have time to explain everything, boy. You have to trust me. We need a backup plan.
You mean another hostage? You mean Miss Katrina?
Whatever it takes, lad. Think of the contingencies.
Stop, Mr. Skint!
We don't have time. On your feet, little lady. We have a trip to make.
No, Mr. Skint.
Be reasonable, boy. I wouldn't do this if it wasn't absolutely necessary for
our survival? I know. But there's got to be another way than just our survival. She's not going with us.
Suit yourself. You can stay here if you want.
What do you mean?
The police know what you look like, boy. But they haven't seen me like this.
You'll really leave without me?
It's your choice. You can still come, but Miss Katrina has to be our way out.
I'm not going.
Suit yourself, lad. I'm going to miss you. I really will.
How about that? Yeah. Are you all right?
I prayed you would make the right choice. And you did.
Sure doesn't feel like it. Come on, let me help you out. Let me cut you loose. Here.
All right, very nice. I think what I liked the most was the suit yourself, lad. The weight of disappointment and sadness. So you're not ultimately a bad guy who could just dispose of the boy. It really is hard for you to.
I think so. And for all I know, you know, I mean, we all possess our own souls.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's hard to keep a hold of them. Robbie, Buck, just kept hold of his.
Yeah.
I mean, and maybe in a way, Skint admires this.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? I mean, it's a direction in one's life that Skint didn't make.
What I hope the takeaway is for a lot of the listeners will be not only to recognize where evil exists in our lives and in our own hearts, but also out of that to be inspired to do good, to do the right thing as Christ would have us do.